Guys and gals, the time has come. Hold on to your hats, because here we go. Two, three, up. Woohoo! And there we are. We have our tool cabinet there. All I've got to do now is put all the drawers back in the top section, and we're good to go for that. So I don't know how this. I need to turn the camera around so I can see what I'm looking at instead of being in the picture. Well, first thing you notice right off the bat, we have an AC unit going right there, and that one is wired in permanently. Right here we have this outlet that's plugged in there, that goes up there, and this this yellow cord here, of course, that's the power cord going into it, and this black cord, that's a temporary feed coming over here to our power strip, which will be eliminated as I get more circuits done. And you can see that I have on the bottom, I have this wire coming out here, and I also have these two wires coming out here, and they're coming over here to my switch. And they're not hooked up yet. One of those is going to be for outlets, the other one's going to be for lights. And how you like them apples? That was given to me by my friend Wilmer Yoder. Thank you, Wilmer. It's going to work perfectly here. Back in Minnesota, I only had one switch by the door. Now I have two. And this one down here, that's going to be another outlet down there. And I'm not a professional wiring guy, so I'm not going to show you how I wired the inside. It's done well enough so it'll pass if it needs to. But I wanted to show you up here. My brother has labeled all of my circuit breakers so that I know exactly which circuit breaker goes for which item. How cool is that? And yeah, so we're working at it, and you can see I've got my can't see if I don't turn the right way. I have my lift shoved all the way back there, so we have plenty of room to get the toolboxes in. And we'll get the toolboxes cleaned up and get all the drawers put back in. Here's some drawers stacked on here. Here's some more drawers stacked down here on the floor, don't you know? Yep. Around now, we're going to go out the door. And it's right about 80. Well, it's not even 80 yet. It's about 78. Very pleasant. Low humidity. And you all have met my brother Calvin before. He's been out here spending the week with me, and he's been helping me with projects. And well, let me take you in here and I'll show you another project that Cal and I did yesterday. Told you I was going to be building a bench out here to put my sandblaster on, and there it is. We have the sandblaster mounted on this bench, and of course I got room to put the parts and stuff. That won't be staying there, but room to put the parts and stuff there that are sandblast. And then I'm going to be taking all these pipe clamps and stuff down off of here and putting them in the shed, because I'm going to build another bench just like this one to go over there that's going to have my chop saw on it. So we'll keep all the mess from the chop saw out here, and I'm going to do the same thing that I have done with this partial wall. And oh yeah, let me show you up underneath this bench. You'll see something under there you ain't seen before. Look at that. The bottom of the bench is insulated. And that's partly because we have the air compressor under it. And I'm hoping that by having that insulated up there, that it will help to cut down on the noise in the shop when the compressor is running. Yep. So we got to do some more wiring out here. Calvin is leaving tomorrow. We've had a wonderful week together. But yep, that's my next project. Take all that down. I'm going to build another bench back there, like I said, for my chop saw. So that's where we're at. Oh, there's another thing that we got done. While he was here, he helped me, and we unhooked the wiring from out of the box, and we fed it all through this conduit right here. And I found out through talking with some friends that I should go down at least 18 inches and 24 if I can. And with the wire all in conduit now, it'll be a whole lot easier for me to swing the pickaxe without worrying about hitting the wire. And I can see, there's enough flex to it. I can lift it up and kick it off to the side, don't you know, so I can do my pickaxe work. So I will pick at it, you know, a little at a time, because I'm an old dude. And that way I'll get it done. And yeah, that'll be really cool. So that'll help us along the way with our project. And this ramp that I got here, this came from Minnesota. This was given to me by my son's in-laws, who used to own an adult foster care facility, and they had this for loading people on wheelchairs, and they gave it to me and loaned it to me at first, but when I moved they said I could take it with me, so I did. So these tools, these two things over here have to go over into the shop yet. I might even get that done today because it's only 10:30. But yeah, this shop in here is going to get cleaned up and rearranged, and I'll probably put my pipe clamps along this wall here. Let me back up so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, I'll probably put the pipe clamps along this wall, and eventually we'll get this ceiling insulated in here too. So this will become garden tools and stuff like that, don't you know. So until next time, and oh, I don't know if you noticed it before, but I cleaned up all the trash that was over here. Of course, I've moved these things over here. So we got this cleaned up pretty well, and yep, ready to move ahead. Of course, cleanup is a constant need. So that's your update for this week from Goofy's Garage. And this is your old pal, George L. Yep, L is my middle initial. Had to buy that when I saw it at a yard sale. Goofy's Garage in Holiday, Tennessee. This is your old pal, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, saying thanks for watching, commenting, and for subscribing. Till next time, bye now.